My next guest, I'm super excited to have her on because I checked out her website and it's extremely informative and gives such a unique, beautiful perspective on skincare, on approaching marijuana and CBD, on approaching different products that enter our atmosphere. A beautiful curation and write-up of all of this. Jordan Renee of TheThicc, come on out. Welcome, Jordan.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going well. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk.
TheThicc.
Yep.
Where'd you get?
THICC.
Is that an acronym?
No,
It's about thickness.
I just like how it's spelled. It was different.
Let's talk about the development of it. How long have you guys been producing writing work?
So our first issue dropped April 30th of 2018, and we've dropped an issue every week since then.
Yeah.
Which is a lot.
Yeah.
But my friend and I run it with a girl who's based out of New York. Her name's Jane.
Yeah.
And we got tired of just seeing the lifestyle world, just seeing like straight, white, rich, blonde women.
Yeah.
And when other people live and want all of the same information too, just don't have the access to like very expensive, $400 skincare concoctions and stuff like that. I can go to Rite Aid and get the same thing for $8 and get on Amazon a whole lot quicker.
Right.
So,
right.
But just sharing that, I think,
yeah,
is different and important.
And you've had a history in writing,
mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You got your degree in writing, or?
So my day job is I'm a copywriter at an ad agency.
Okay.
Now.
Okay.
So yes, I write every day.
And it's kind of surprising that you're saying that April 30th was the premiere of it because you have so many issues out and they're done so well, and you're sourcing different things that pertain to the information on each article. Mm-hmm. Particularly, I was reading the CBD article because I love weed. And so you have a great article on the common uses of CBD as it pertains to femininity, like the menstrual cycle and the different values that it brings to like anti-inflammatory and all that. But you also, I noticed you have a list of Black-owned or minority-owned dispensaries here in Portland. Yes. And then a reference to other articles that you could check out. Yeah. Tell me about the research process.
So every week it's a different issue.
Yeah.
So we really think carefully about what Jane and I talk about just as friends and in our group chat. So sometimes it'll be about skincare, sometimes it'll be about anxiety, and then other times it'll be about weed. Yeah. And with the weed one, I think what we really wanted to really focus on, number one, is yes, women smoke weed too, and I think with such a stoner culture is just
totally
sort of, evil. When I don't just smoke CBD, I smoke weed. I like to get high. I like to get I could probably blow down more backwoods all day, you know what I'm saying?
Well, let's catch up after this for sure.
That's one. But we really want each issue to come from a point of view of something that you wouldn't normally get. So when talking about weed, we want to make sure that we're talking about Black-owned businesses because the marijuana business is so white when there are so many brown and Black bodies in jail for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we really wanted to bring light to businesses that are run by those people who you don't normally see. You normally see some rich old white woman with gray hair. You see, what was that Kathy Bates show on Netflix. Did you see that? You know what I'm saying?
Disjointed.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Ski Bob.
Phantom of the Opera. Yes. That's my bad.
So what you have really going for you, and the reason you're able to address these articles in such a broad spectrum is you have perspective.
Yes.
You know, and it's coming from perspective,
Yes.
and you're saying true to that. Tell me about the voice and like the freedoms you've gained while, you know, this is a creative art, you know, and through writing you produce art.
A lot. So I think the biggest thing was showing bodies that you would not normally see in a lifestyle kind of website space, and so that's why it's called TheThicc. It's, you know, it's showing between two plus size women. Not to shade any of our straight size, you know, people out there, but y'all get a lot of shit. So, but then, and then as far as the voice goes, it's really just, it's really supposed to be you talking to your friends in a group chat. So, you know, you're gonna talk shit, you're gonna throw shade, and you're gonna send links and memes, and that's what you know, that's what we're like all about. We're kicking it with your homies. Who look like you and care about the same things.
Right.
So.
Right. And this is, you've got kind of a dual coast perspective right now.
Yes.
So you've got you in Portland and your partner in New York.
Yes. Jane is based out of Brooklyn. I am here in Portland.
Yeah. Tell me about that perspective, bringing those two perspectives together.
I mean, we've been friends for a long time. Jane and I met through Twitter, like just through basketball Twitter, like years ago. And so, it was literally just one day us. And we would send clothes back and forth. So I'm 5'11". Jane is 5'2". 5'3". But she's a curvy girl. We wear the same sizes.
Yeah.
Bodies are crazy.
Right.
So I would send her stuff that didn't fit me. She would send me stuff that didn't fit her. And that's kind of where the idea for TheThicc really started.
Yeah.
And so I mean, it's great. And I mean, I'm not from Portland. I'm from Chicago, so I also have like a. Where you from?
Wait, do you know Chicago?
Yeah, but I'm not from the burbs.
Everybody, Kingsley. Let's talk Chicago.
No, but so I mean, I come from a faster paced city as well. Portland's a little slow for me.
Yeah.
But so no, we have the same sense of humor.
Right.
You know.
Same vibe?
Yeah, same vibe.
Yeah, and so, I mean, weekly, you're producing such dense work, and you're kind of in the beginning phases of it.
Yes.
Tell me about what the growth looks like, what you would like to see.
I mean, I would love for TheThicc to have regular contributors, so I don't have to do as much work. I would also, we would love a subscription box, and since there's a theme every week, we would love for each box to kind of come with products. If anyone wants to send us some shit, come find me.
We can find you some people.
But each box would relate to a different issue every week. Like we have a lot of video content, we have a lot of plans, and hopefully, some money to do it.
So I notice your web content. You do photo shoots, and this is basically a full magazine digital style. Do we have sites on actual publication?
I mean,
for TheThicc?
I don't know. I've always thought about maybe a nice coffee table book because everybody really, really enjoys the photography, and I think it'd be really great to just see such a range of bodies and a range of, women and a range of, races really all in one book compiled, and they're out there showing as much skin as, some woman on some size 0 woman on, a runway, and and it's all beautiful, like rolls and chafing and all that stuff.
Keep it real.
Yes, it's
it is real life.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
For my audience here and my audience at home, how can they get in contact with TheThicc? I know you can sign up for the newsletter on your website.
Yes. So you can subscribe to the newsletter at www.TheThicc.com. You can follow our Instagram, which is TheThiccgram, then Thick, THICC gram, like Skeptogram, except thick. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, and then also follow us on Twitter if you're really into memes. The _TheThicc.